95% of companies are overpaying for their waste expenses. There's no reason you should be one of them. There are 5 basic components of your waste disposal cost I want to talk to you about: equipment, collection, disposal, overhead, and hauler profit. We work with tons of different companies across every industry across the country. But you know what they all have in common? They all have some kind of waste equipment in place. If you know the cost associated with your equipment, there's a much better chance that you can see where you are overspending. The type and size of the equipment has a big impact on your waste fees. Suppose you have 2 4-yard dumpsters on site that get picked up 5 times a week, but say you switch to an 8-yard dumpster that only gets picked up twice a week. You'll pay less and your bottom line will thank you. But the type of equipment you use is significant too. For example, for some of you, having a compactor will save you money, since it compacts the waste, fewer pickups are needed, which is less money that you have to pay. Collection cost is basically just the cost of your waste pickup service. This makes up a big portion of what the hauler charges you. It's determined by 3 components: 1, distance; 2, time; and 3, frequency. The haulers measure the distance between their transfer station and your location, and then they track the time it takes to get there once they're on your site. Do they have to open up the corral? How far back are you on the property in terms of where your dumpster is? All of this will affect how much they charge you. But frequency is the thing that's going to be the most expensive for you. Simply put, the more often they come on your site, the more they're going to charge you. There isn't a lot of incentive to be efficient. They know they'll make more if they come 5 times a week instead of 4. Disposal cost is calculated by 3 things: volume or capacity, weight, and then the type of waste. The volume is the amount of waste that's actually in that dumpster. The quicker you fill the space, the more pickups you'll pay for. As for the weight, when the haulers take your trash to the landfill, it gets weighed on a big scale. The more weight you have, the more they're charged, and the more likely they're going to charge you in return. Different types of waste are also calculated differently. Regular waste charges are different than if you had recyclables like cardboard, or if you had special types of waste. And you guessed it, special waste infers special, more expensive pricing. The cost of overhead is determined by selling, general, and administrative cost. To provide their services, haulers have to staff, they have equipment, they have fuel. The degree that these costs are passed on to you varies, but most haulers will pass on the majority of these to you. This brings us to our last component: profit. Haulers should get paid fairly and according to the quality of service they provide. They should make a profit, but it should be reasonable and it should be fair. If you're familiar with these 5 basic components of waste disposal cost, you can most likely find ways to reduce your waste spend. Learn more about how you can eliminate your waste worries on our website, wasteconsultantsinc.net.